Ryan Anderson here. Joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. So the Pelicans win the tip. Here's Fears. Outside Adebayo. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
And he quickly picks up his first foul. That's something to be aware of.
Here's Shepard. Smith outside. Pass to Shepard. 6 to shoot. Houston needs to get off a shot. Sengun, the open look. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And the defensive versatility of Bam Adebayo is special, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he can guard 1 through 5, and his offensive game is also versatile. Think about how far he's come since he was drafted. He is a testament to work ethic.
Nice touch from the interior. Smith Jr. knows how to capitalize from this area.
Right side, Hunter. And he buries his first look.
High percentage look right off the bat.
And it's Houston's ball. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. George for 3. And here's Shepard for 3. Nails it from 3.
Well, this is Shepard's shot. The defense can't afford to give him this much separation.
Adebayo up top. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Pass to Sengun.
Number 5. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Shepard. Smith outside. Three-pointer. And the Rockets hit again from deep.
Oh, you talk about guys close to 7 feet, and Smith is one of the best from deep.
The 3 is up. And Trey Murphy hits from deep.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now here's George. Shot clock at 5. Releases from 15. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Şengün.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Thompson right side. And that one drops.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
Pass to Fears. Sweet little floater.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
Here's Shepherd. Now here's Şengün. Over Adebayo. Adebayo grabs the board.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. Coach brought up the challenges that Bam Adebayo poses on both ends. He told me offensively, Bam doesn't force much. He gets his points within the flow of the offense. He's a great finisher and facilitator. And defensively, he can guard anybody. He might be the most versatile defender in the league. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. It's George on the wing. No good from the wing.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Pass to Fears. Adebayo sets a screen. Jacks up a 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Wow, look at Bam with that kind of shooting range, and it's good to see him shooting the ball with confidence from deep.
Now here's Şengün. Still without a bucket. And he can't bank that one in.
Yeah, no reason to fade away there.
Here's Queen. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Adebayo trying to involve his teammates, but he is an impressive passer for his position.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team.
Yeah, B. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Here's Adebayo. After the Rockets picked up a basket a moment ago. Over Smith. That one's wide left. The Rockets trail. Here's Shepherd. George outside. Pass to Şengün. Back to George. Fires from deep. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist.
You can always see the awareness that Şengün has with the ball. Knows exactly where his teammates are going to go.
To the wing, right side. That one goes. Count it. He's got 5.
Well, that's not great shot selection right there, but you'll take anything that goes in.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And here's Van Vliet. Pass to Smith. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
From 13, it's rebounded by George.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty. Now
here's Van Vliet. Pass to connect. Right wing. Here's Smith. No good there. Off the double clutch. New Orleans in the lead. Sexton looking around. The kick out to Adebayo. Driving to the basket. And Adebayo slams it in.
And for a 5-man, he moves so well out there. That's a great drive by Adebayo.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Now Van Vliet. Still no points. Pass to Thor. 6 on the shot clock. And the basket by Van Vliet.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket. Always ready to take it inside.
Outside Sexton. Right side Adebayo. The Rockets pull it in. Van Vliet with it. Connect on the wing. Releases. They get the rebound. There's the triple. Sinks it from distance. And the Rockets lead by 2.
That's a great job setting up Connect. Put him in a position to succeed, and that's key for a young player.
Adebayo from ball range. And it's Laravia with a rebound. Pass to Şengün. Adebayo grabs the board. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Pelicans. Trailing by 2. And you watch Alperen Şengün. He's a beast on the blocks, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. He throws his weight around, but what separates him is his skill. Against the best post defenders in the league, he comes up with creative ways to score.
Back to Van Vliet. And Houston, another 3.
And the luxury of having Van Vliet. He doesn't need the ball to score. Fred can work off the rock and be a spot-up shooter.
Here's Queen. To snap the cold streak. It's hauled in by Houston.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter.
Well, this is a tough choice here. You want to trust him as a coach, but that's his second early foul.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And what a great job they have done sharing the ball. This is what team basketball looks like, and I love to see it.
For 3, Sexton. From beyond the arc, and then some.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Laravia. Houston working the ball around. Fades back. And Şengün finishes it off. Şengün's got his second basket.
And that's where Şengün does the majority of his scoring. I mean, he's a problem down low.
Outside Hunter. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Now here's Van Vliet. He has 6. Pass to Connect. Hits the three-pointer. Connect's got 6.
We knew he was solid from range per the scouting report, but Connect can hit fairly consistently from out there.
Got it up. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Houston. They lead by 5. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it is tough to lose when you get that many more chances to score.
Van Vliet outside. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Oh, my. 2 points the easy way for Smith.
For 3, Fears. And the three-pointer goes. Fears has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
George outside. And he gets that one. And the Rockets lead by 6. Out to the right wing. Pass to Adebayo. Bam, doing what he does best.
And one of the things I love the most about Adebayo, he's a center who plays like one. He's not out here trying to take long jumpers. He wants the ball inside.
And here's Smith. Into the lane.
You got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
Here's Thor. And it's Queen with a rebound.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
First team foul.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Here's Fears. He nails it, and we're tied. Fears has got his 3rd basket on the night right there. There are some big-time players in this league, but who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big 3, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But, of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Fred Van Vliet is a leader for the Rockets. Their coach, Ime Udoka, says Fred sometimes goes against his natural inclination, playing the good cop because Ime himself is so hard on them, but adds, Fred is a grumpy dude. He always finds something to be mad at. We need that with our team. Back to you guys.
They love his disposition. All right, Allie, thank you. And this game, folks, a close one here in Houston. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. And that'll be the finale in their 4-game homestand. Pass to Adebayo. Lets the 3 fly.
Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
And Trey Murphy is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And New Orleans making a change here.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 2nd quarter. Inside. Just 4 to shoot. Here's George. No good. 3 for 7 shooting so far. Pass to Adebayo. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Over to the wing. And that one drops for him. Adebayo's gotten 4 this quarter.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Thompson. George outside. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. George has got 10. And here's Adebayo. Outside Hunter. Let's go with a three. He buries it from three. Give him 8 points now.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Here's Thompson. And another basket for Houston.
And you see the tight handles from Thompson. He can break defenders down in pick and roll, ISO, you name it.
And here's Hunter for three. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Well, that's one in the first, and now here's his second in this quarter. The defense might want to run him off that line.
All right, time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Pelicans let me know the status. It's a bruised shoulder, and while uncomfortable, they'll be glad it's not a more serious injury. An inopportune time here at the start of the season to be faced with any sort of injury, but the bright spot, guys, he's been given the green light to play through it.
Okay, thanks for that.
Well, it's a tough part of the game for sure. You see these athletes out here with the strength and speed that they play with. Injuries are unavoidable.
And Houston making a change here. New Orleans in the lead.
Substitution on the board.
Now Sexton. Picked by Misi. Pass to Fears. Back to Sexton. Hunter. It's rebounded by Şengün. So it's the Rockets now. Thompson with it. George outside. To the middle. Oh, the dunk by Smith. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Pass to Misi. And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Size and shooting touch always in demand, legs, and two things that Keyshawn George possesses.
Yeah, he's an interesting combination because he grew up playing point guard, but hit a growth spurt later on. So he's got the vision and ball handling skills of a point, but now he's adding that scoring prowess of an off guard.
A player to watch for sure.
No doubt.
And New Orleans making a change here. For three, Fears. Fires in the triple. Fears has got 8 here in this quarter.
If he gets that kind of space on the perimeter, you know it's going in.
Outside connect. And Şengün gets it to go. Şengün's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
You gotta love how Şengün attacks on the interior.
Now here's Sexton. Pass to Abaji. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Here's Thompson. Now here's George. For 3. Misi grabs the board. Here's New Orleans. Here's Fears. 10 points for him. Outside Hunter. Shoots over Thompson. Hunter can't get it to go. Has to connect. And here's Şengün. He's got 6. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Şengün. Misi grabs the board.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
Pass to Sexton. Wide open. And it's Houston's ball. Now Thompson. Outside connect. Şengün, the screen. Here's Smith. Back to Şengün. Shoots a fadeaway. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Here's Fears. He's got 10. Outside Sexton. To stop the drought. Smith with the rebound. And so Thompson will bring it up for Houston. Pass to George. To the right side. Here's Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Back to George. And counted from 19 feet away. George has got 9 points in the quarter.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Outside Sexton. There's the 3. He drops it from range. Sexton's got 6 points.
I mean, Sexton can shoot from anywhere, strong from beyond the arc.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And New Orleans making a change here. Pass to Thompson. To the paint. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Outside Sexton. Back to Adebayo. It's stolen by Johnson. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Houston shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
Baseline jumper. George's shot is off. The Pelicans trail. Outside Sexton. Bay outside. Outside Sexton. Bay with a screen. Sexton misses.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Pass to Shepard. LaRavia outside. And here's George. Houston with another miss. Here's New Orleans now. Trailing by 2. For 3, Sexton. Kept alive. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Houston. It's George on the wing. Shoots over Bay. The putback. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Rockets ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Shepard. There's the screen by Johnson. To the inside. Here's Thompson. Sexton grabs the board. Pass to Bay. The 3. Knocks down the triple. He's got his first 3 points of the game.
All about confidence in these moments. Bay able to attack immediately.
George outside. From the wing. The shot comes out.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
And that's an intentional foul. And the Rockets making a change here. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
From outside the arc. Here's Shepherd. Pass to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Agbaji with a rebound.
At this point, they might need to try something different. Ofer to start the half.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here's Shepherd. And there's the screen. Pass to Thompson. And here's Şengün. He's guarded by Misi. With the fadeaway. The Pelicans pull it in.
What a great look, but an even better contest. That's how you shut down the painted area.
Down low. Back to Sexton. Over connect. Sexton, that's good. Sexton's got 8.
Great awareness by Sexton to find the soft spot. Nice pull up there, pure from mid-range.
And there's the foul. It's on Colin Sexton. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Shepherd. Shot clock at 6. Connect on the wing. To win the cold spell. That's tipped for the tie. They get it back. Pass to Shepherd. Smith outside. Houston working the ball around. Clock at 6. Over Bay. Smith no good. The Pelicans lead by 3. And the long arms of Ochai Agbaji makes him a pest defensively.
Yeah, he is really becoming a quality 3-and-D wing as his scoring efficiency picks up. It's starting to match what he's doing on the other end with blocks, steals, and deflections.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Right side connect. Pass to Şengün. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Tim, you graduated with an MBA from an elite business school. How has that impacted how you look at the NBA?
Well, it certainly gives you a look at how the business side of things are impacted in the NBA and a real grasp of the numbers. And man, oh man, are those numbers big at this level.
Well, when you think of all the skilled big men in the league, Şengün is among the best. The kind of player you can run an offense through.
Buries it from 3. Agbaji's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Outside connect. Fires for 3. They get it again. Smith outside. Second shot opportunity. And that one's good. Connect's got 10 points in the game.
Known as a jump shooter, Connect is improving around the basket.
Pass to Bay. Here's the floater. And it's in there. Bay's got his 2nd basket of the game.
I just love the ball movement.
Here's Shepherd. Smith outside. Thompson in the post. Smith outside. Another shot. Misses off the right iron.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Outside for Bay. Pass to Agbaji. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Rockets trail by 8. Şengün, the screen. From 15 feet away. And the basket is good. He's got 9.
would love to see Şengün's confidence continue to grow. Just fantastic work off the catch.
Pass to Bey. Outside Sexton. Back to Bey. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray. Bey's got 8 points in the quarter.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's Thompson. Pass to Johnson. Smith outside. 4-3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three.
And you talk about a guy who has all the tools and a great work ethic, too. Jabari Smith. Wow.
And he nails the third.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
The Pelicans lead by 6. To the middle. Here's Queen. And he banks in the layup.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to George. Fires the three. Connects from downtown. George has got 15 points.
Nice find by Thompson. Now, good to see him sharing the ball like this.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. The Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Back over to you, Brian.
They are bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report. Pass to George. Here's Smith. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on DeAndre Hunter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
And they have found plenty of opportunity to put it on the deck and take it to the hoop. Very aggressive in that area.
Smith hits them both.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Pass to Hunter. Here's Fears. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Off target from outside. Rockets trail by 6. Outside Jones. Ooh, poked away. Here's Fears. 10 points for him. Pass to Queen. The three. Smith with the rebound. And it's Jones with the ball for Houston. Inside. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, and Smith Jr. is rolling right now, showing just how dominant he can be.
Here's Fears. Spins. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And no question, Bam Adebayo, one of the best all-around big men in the league.
And even as his efficiency has waned just a bit in recent years, he remains steady Eddie on a nightly basis. A two-way player who gives you a little of everything.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's George. And And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Pelicans lead by 6. Pass to Agbaji. Outside Adebayo. From 7 feet. That one no good.
That is a missed opportunity. He'd love to have that one back.
Now here's Johnson. To the paint. Here's George. Can't connect from short range. And here's New Orleans now. Pass to Queen. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Queen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
To the inside. Here's George. Soft touch off the glass.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. New Orleans leading by 6. 1:52 left in the third quarter. Outside Hunter. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Houston.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Pass to Şengün. Fires it from 18. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Here's Adebayo. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Adebayo's showing you what a complete player he is. He gives you the athleticism defensively and on the glass, and then offensively, he's extremely productive as well.
Rockets trail by 7. Pass to Şengün. Thompson left side. Adebayo with a steal. Adebayo sets a screen. "51 seconds left in the third quarter here. That one is off. Van Vliet scanning the floor to the middle. And Şengün gets it to go. Şengün's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, textbook work by Şengün, setting a solid screen and then getting open.
Here's Fears. He's got 10. 6 on the shot clock. Adebayo with it. Kuminga defends. Here's Hunter. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Hunter's got 13 now.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Back to Thompson. No good with a layup.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans.
New Orleans, 77.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Here's Fears. Pass to Misi. Out to the right wing. Nifty move. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Here's Shepard. Here's Smith. Here's Şengün. Out to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Tries again. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Yves Missi.
Check out Şengün with the tricky pump fake. I mean, just getting his defender in the air and then attacking.
And after not getting to the line in the first half, he has changed his mentality. He's being much more aggressive.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Down low. New Orleans leading by 8. Pass to Fears. Lets it go from deep. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And here's Smith. Miller pulls it in. 2 minutes gone by here in the 4th. A nice shot by Fears.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Pass to Thompson. To the paint. Here's Şengün. The Rockets with another miss. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Bay from long range. Knocks down the long J. Bay's got 11 points here in the second half. Thompson outside. Six to shoot. Pass to Şengün. And George launches it from deep. The Rockets with another miss.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
Hey, yo, right here. For 3, Fears. Smith with the rebound. Rockets trail by 16. Shot to stop the run. Miller pulls it in.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
Here's Fears. Can't cash it in from close range. George feels it out a bit. Pass to Thompson. Now Şengün. This one for 3. Miller on the wing. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Here's Agbaji. Bay outside. Here's the 3. Drills it from deep. And the Pelicans lead by 19.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Şengün. Thompson with it. Now here's Şengün. He's guarded by Missi. Looking to get it going. Şengün, no good.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
Inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Here's Shepard. To end the drought. The Rockets again can't hit. And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Team's making some changes here. New Orleans leading by 21. Outside Adebayo. The three ball. Gets the three ball to go.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
There is no doubt about it. They've done a great job minimizing all of the external factors.
Outside Hunter. Well, Legs, being a GM in the NBA is a tough gig. What's the most important part of the job, in your opinion?
Well, BA, evaluating talent is still the main responsibility of the job. That includes drafting, free agency, even selecting a coach. But then it's about building relationships, establishing communication, and culture.
Ooh, it sounds like a lot of qualifications that you have.
Well, I'm pretty comfortable right here, if that's okay.
Outside connect. Back to Van Vliet. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, that's just a really smart play by Kuminga. He fought for that board, and he gave his team a second chance opportunity.
Pass to Queen. Kuminga pulls it in. And so Kuminga will bring it up for the Rockets. They set a pick. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And the Rockets making a change here. The Pelicans lead by 22. Outside Hunter. Here's Sexton. Capitalizes off the crossover.
Assisted by.
And that's 13 points for Colin Sexton.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
Pass to Thor. From deep. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Now here's Sexton. Puts up a three. Knocks it down from distance.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Here's Smith. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Smith's got 21.
And he's so comfortable from the mid-range. For a guy like Smith, it's almost a layup.
Outside Sexton. Pass to Adebayo. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
First personal foul.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Free throw, no good for Adebayo. And they tell players, your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Thor with the bucket.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Here's New Orleans now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Adebayo feeling it out a bit. And it's Thor with a rebound. And here's Van Vliet. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
New Orleans ball. In for Houston.
Here's New Orleans now. Here's Fears. Right side Adebayo. From 12 feet, they grab their own miss. Pass to Fears. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Outside Adebayo. Back to Hunter.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
Well, this has been a huge scoring night for Adebayo, and when you consider the elite defense he brings every night, points are a bonus.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to connect. And here's Şengün. And another basket for Houston.
Along with everything he can do in the paint, Şengün's mid-range game provides some pop as well. And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Pelicans.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Bam Adebayo.
Well, it's a great night for him, and his impact goes beyond the box score. The relentless energy he plays with fuels his team.
Pass to Adebayo. Here's Hunter. Good, and the assist goes to Adebayo.
And they came in here with some attitude, and they brought out their best play.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
Down low. And again, it's Alperen Şengün.
When you watch Van Vliet, he's in total control of the offense.
Here's Fears. So New Orleans takes this one by a large margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.